we drunk and all of our thumbs went up in the air. Singing in the wind, listen to the thunder rolling over and over. We down, we're getting on fire. We're blazing up
all over the world. My name is Yemi Opeshade. We are in for another STEM communication. We are looking at mathematics, and we are looking at an important topic also in mathematics, something that has to do with algebra. Algebra is a branch of mathematics where numbers are combined with small letters, small alphabetical orders. And those alphabetical letters should be small letter, not capital letter, A to Z, small letter A to Z, being mixed with number. Then you have what is called algebra. So in this particular topic, we are looking at algebra expansion. That's another terminologies. What do we mean by expansion in mathematics? All these and many more are things we are going to learn under this topic, algebraic expansion. Part 1, it means there will still be part 2. After a whole lot you might have gained from this today, there is quite a whole lot of preambles in addition to the main topic that you are going to gain. Then that means there is still part 2. That means an important topic, okay? Now, before we go to algebraic expansion, let's look at some of the preambles. Before the preambles, I have some questions here for you to practice. These questions are to be practiced and feedback sent to me for those of you that are fully registered under this online schooling and coaching program. Don't forget, you can be in your school anywhere in the world, and yet you are still running a complementary school under this platform. It will make you to be better off. So, after this, these are the practice exercises. So it means that at the end of this class, you should be able to answer all these questions. Can you imagine that? Okay. Now, before we go to the topic, let's look at some preambles. Preambles means what are the things, what are the entry behavior, what are the entry stuff, what are the pre-knowledge you're supposed to have known concerning a matter, concerning an issue. In this case, what are the things that surround your understanding of algebraic what? Expansion. What are the things that you're supposed to have known before now? Is that clear? Before you go into this topic, that's what called preamble. So there are so many of them. I've written some on the board and I've not written some on the board. We will look at all the preambles before we now go into the topic proper. Now let's start with the preamble. I'm starting with this one at the middle. Let's look at the one at the middle. If you have AB raised to the power 2, AB raised to the power 2, this AB is the base. This power that looks like a cap is the exponent. So everything all together is called power or index. Okay? Now if you have AB raised to the power what? 2, how do you interpret that? It means AB times what? AB. It means we should repeat this 2 times. If it is raised to the power 3, how many times are you going to repeat it? 3 times. The same thing. Now look at this. Mx plus b in bracket raised to the power 2. It means that everything inside the bracket with the sign, you will repeat it exactly. Bracket, bracket, side by side, 2 times. Is that clear? Then, see this, n minus s squared. It means n minus s times n minus x. Because when you have 2 brackets, side by side like this, what it means is this times this. There's an invisible multiplication in between them. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, I want to clean that. So now look at this. My raised to the power 3 in bracket square. It means that everything inside this bracket, you need to repeat it how many times? 2 times. That's the meaning. That is one. Secondly, look at this. I want to come here before going up there. Look at this. Minus 8 minus what? 10. You see, minus is negative sign. Is taken as debit in mathematics. Positive sign is taken as credit. Is that clear? Is that clear? So when I say minus 8 minus 10, okay, a number is defined by the sign in front of it. The sign in front of 8 is minus. The sign in front of 10 is what? Minus. That means this is debit. How many debit altogether? How many debits is this altogether? Minus what? 18. 8, you add 8 and 10 together, then you put the debit, because each of them are debits. Is that clear? But look at this number 2. Minus 8 plus 10. Minus 8 is debit, 10 is credit. Is that also? Okay? So between debit and credit, which one is greater? Credit. So what sign is in front of the credit? You put plus. Then you take away 8 from 10, that will be 2. Is that clear? Then look at the next one. Plus 8 minus 10. Plus 8 minus 10. This time around now, plus 8 is the credit. Minus 10 is the debit. Again, between credit and debit, which one is greater? Debit. So you have to respect the sign of the greater. What sign is in front of the debit now? Minus. Then you now take away 8 from 10. That will be what? Minus 2. But when you have plus 8 plus what? The two of them are credit. That means you add, you take the plus. Because the plus is common. Just like this one. Minus 8 minus 10. The minus is common. If both of them are debit, you take the minus and you add. This one also, you take the credit. The credit here means plus. Then you now add 8 and what? 10. That will be plus 18. Is that clear? Now, 8 plus 10. Don't forget that if I write a number and I didn't put sign, what sign is there? Plus. Hello? If I write a number, here now there's a plus that is not written. Is that also? So, that makes this 8 to be credit also. Credit, that will be plus 18. Which is something as saying 18. Is that clear? Now, look at the last one. 0 minus what? 10. There is no credit, but there is debit. Minus 10 is debit. Is that also? So between 0 and 10, which one is greater? 10. What sign is in front of 10? Minus. Now, take away 0 from 10. What is 10 minus 0? Is it not 10? So that gives you minus 10. Did you understand that? Okay, now, let's now come back here now. This is now algebra now. Letters, small letters in Arabic are not being mixed with numbers. Is that clear? Now look at this. B plus B. If I write a number and I give a letter and I didn't put any number there in front, what is in front of this is what? 1. So what this one means is 1B plus 1B. 1 is in front of them. And what is 1 plus 1? So this is 2B. Is that clear? Now, so we just understand it now. What is in front of this B now? You know it's 1. Is that not? So what is 1B plus 5B? 6B. Now look at this one. Debit, minus, minus. 1 is in front of them. Minus 1B. This one means minus 1B, minus 1B. Okay? Minus 1. Debit. You pick minus. 1, you now add 1 and 1 together. That's 2. Then you put the letter B. Is that clear? This one, minus 7B, minus. What this one means is minus 7 what? B. This B, what number is in front of it? 1B. So, minus 7 minus 1, that is debit. Is that also? Debit. How many debit is that? 8. Then you now put B there, minus 8B. Okay, now let's look at this. Now this one is different. Minus 7B plus 3B. This one is debit, this one is credit. Is that also? Between debit and credit, which one is greater? Debit. What sign is in front of debit? You have to put the minus there. Then you now take away 3 from 7. What is that? 4B. Is that clear? Now, finally on this. Minus 7B plus 15B. Minus 7B plus 15B. This minus 7B is debit. This plus 15B is what? Credit. Is that also? Between debit and credit, which one is greater? Credit. What sign is in front of the greater? Which is credit? You put plus. Then you now take away this one, the debit from the credit. 7 minus 15, 8. 8 what? 8B. Now, plus 8B is equal as what? 8B. For plus, I can decide not to put the sign there. Did you understand that? Okay. So these are preamble 1, preamble 2, preamble what? 3. Now let's go to preamble 4. Opening brackets and collecting like terms. Be attentive here. Hello. Before I go into this, Before I go into this, I want to explain something here. Look at this. Look at it. If I have minus times minus, what it means is minus in bracket, minus. If I have plus times plus, what it means is plus in brackets sometime, then another plus in brackets. If I have minus times plus, what it means is minus in brackets, then plus in brackets. Then I have plus times minus. What it means is plus in brackets, then minus in bracket. Now, what is the meaning of this? You know, here multiplication times has been introduced. Here, the first one we did here, look at this list. There is no multiplication, is that also? So we use the concept of debit and what? Credit. But here, you will use the concept of strong. Look at my hand there. Strong. Positive is strong. Then weak is negative. Negative is weak. We use in multiplication by times. By multiplication. Hello? We are combining plus and times together. By what? Then you have to use this concept. Strong is positive. Weak is what? Negative. Is that clear? Now let's look at this now. What is minus times minus? Which is known as minus in bracket. There's a times between these two brackets. A times minus in bracket. Minus is weak, Abi. Is that also? Times another weak. Two people are weak. Hello? Two people. Sorry about that. I misplaced that. That is, this one is negative. Sorry about that. Sorry. Strong is what? Negative. Strong is what? If you put negative and positive together, you know something bad have a way of spoiling something that is good. Is that also? Is that clear? So that means negative have a very strong influence on someone that is positive. Is that clear? That is why sometimes you need to do away with people that are what? Negative. So I'm very sorry about that. So it is the positive that is what? Weak. Is that clear? Okay, thank you. Now let's look at this now. I hope you have corrected that. It's a mix up there. Now, minus times minus, weak times weak. Two people are strong. Minus times minus, two people are strong. Is that also? Two people are strong and they are fighting. Two people that are very strong, they are fighting. Equal techniques, equal energy, equal everything. Minus times minus, strong times strong. What will happen to them after a long time? They will be weak. Is that also? They will be weak. So minus times minus is what? Is what? Plus. Take that. Now plus times plus. Weak times weak. Is that also? Two people are weak already. And they are fighting. What will happen to them? Will they become strong or become weaker? They will become weaker. So that means it is still weak. And weak is plus. Did you understand that? You understand that? So plus times plus is plus. Now let's come to this now. This is where I'm going now. Minus times plus. Meaning strong times weak. Someone that is strong fighting with someone that is weak. Who is going to win? So that means how strong is what? Negative. So minus times plus is minus. Is that clear? Now let's look at the last one. Plus times what? Plus is what? Weak. Minus is what? Strong. Someone that is weak is fighting with someone that is strong. Who is going to win? And what is strong? So it means that plus times minus is also what? Minus. That's another preamble. Do you understand that? Can I explain that? That is another preamble you need to know under this topic. Alright. Now I want to clean this. 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 The next preamble now, preamble number 4. This is preamble 1, 2, 3. I've just got one off now. That's preamble 4. Okay, now let's look at preamble 5. opening bracket and collecting like terms. Now, look here. Look at this number, 3 is before this bracket, is that also? It means that this number will multiply everything inside this bracket, okay? Then after that we have what? Minus what? This minus 2 will multiply this 4 and this minus k, is that clear? Then plus what? Plus 10, this 10 is standing on its own, is that also? Okay, can we open the bracket now? Okay, what is 3 times 5k? 15k. What is 3 times plus 3? Plus 9. 3 times 3 is 9, is that not? Now we are finished, done with this. Now look at this. Now look at what I'm saying. Look at this 4. What sign is in front of this 4? You know it's plus. No sign there. That means it's plus. Is that also? And this bracket means times. If you want to remove it, is that also? So what is minus times plus? You know it's minus. Eh? So then what is 2 times 4? 8. Then look at this. Minus 2 times minus k. Minus, what is minus times minus? Plus. What is 2 times k? 2k. Is that clear? Then plus what? This 10 stands on its own. We have just finished one aspect of that. We have opened the bracket. Is that clear? Then we need to collect what? Like terms. Now if you look at this, look up. This 15k go with what? Plus 2k. Is that also? They are in the same family. They are like terms. Is that clear? Then this plus 9 plus 10 minus 8 go together also. Is that also? Look at it. I take the positive first. Those are positive. Plus 8 plus 10 and minus what? They are in the same family also. Is that also? We say they are like terms. Like terms can be combined together. Unlike terms cannot be combined together. Hello? Like terms, like similar things can be combined together. Similar things cannot be combined. So this one now, what is 15k plus 2k? 15 plus 2 is what? 17. Then let's come to this place. What is plus 9? Plus 9 plus 10. That's plus 9 plus 19. Is that not so? Is that not so? What is plus 19 minus 8? 11. Huh? What is 9 plus 10? 19. Then minus 8. This 1. Is that not 11? 11. So you must know how to open and close. So that means the answer, hello, is 17k plus what? Can I add 17 and 11 together? No, because they are not in the same family. They are not similar. They are not similar. This one is having k, this one is not having what? K. So the final answer is what? 17k plus 11. Did you understand that? Okay, I can clean all this now. I want to clean this. I want to clean all this. Don't forget all the preambles, please. Do not forget all the preambles. The preambles are a whole lot on their own. You have a lot of knowledge you have gained there. That tells you that behind every topic, there are so many things you need to know about that. Exactly. Behind your friend, for every friend that you have, hello, there are a lot of things you need to learn about that friend. That's what it means. If you are just moving about with somebody and you didn't take time to study that person, the like and the dislike, you may run into trouble with that person. Is that clear? Okay. Now, the last one now is coefficient. Hello? The last preamble before we go into the topic. Coefficients. Look at this. This is 56 y raised to power 4 minus 18 y raised to power 2 plus 10 y minus what? Now, it has what is the coefficient of y raised to power? It means the number in front of y raised to power 4. What is attached to this? So the answer is 56. Is the coefficient. Is that clear? Coefficient means what comes before something. Is that clear? Now, what is the coefficient of y squared? This is y squared. What is attached to y squared? No, minus what? Minus 18. You have to mention the sign in front of it. Okay? Okay. Y. What is the coefficient of ordinary y here? Plus 10. And you know that plus 10 is the same thing as 10. Is that also? Don't forget that. Is that clear? Then look at this one. What is the coefficient of what? Y raised to the power 0. Is there anything y raised to the power 0 here? Yes. This one. You know the word 15, Abi? Look at this. If they write a number, this is a constant. This is a what? But there is a y attached to it. Y raised to the power 0. Hello? You remember that anything raised to the power 0 is what? 1. Hello? Y raised to the power 0 is what? 1. So that means this will be 15 times 1. Is that clear? And which is what? 15. The same thing. Is that clear? So if they write a number, it's algebraic. So, like this 15 now, it means that there is y raised to the power 0 in front of it. Is that at the back? So if I ask you what is the coefficient of y raised to the power 0, what is the answer? No. Okay, thank you. Minus what? Minus 15. So that's it. Is that clear? Now, let's go to the topic proper now. We'll go into the topic proper now. And I have 4 questions to solve for you. Is that clear? Now, before going to that question, there's another last preamble I want to show you. Look at this. If I say 5 minus 3 and 4 plus 5. Hello? If I give you this. Hello? You know, ordinarily, what is 5 minus 3? It's not 2. What is 4 plus 5? It's not 9. And I told you that if you have 2 brackets side by side, it means times. It means 2 times 9. Is that also? What is 2 times 9? 18. Do you understand? Now, look up. I'm able to do this because they are in the same basic form. They are in the same family. They have number, no algebra there, no algebra. Is that clear? Is that clear? In actual sense, do you know what happened? If I say this and it means this one times this, is that clear? What it means in actual sense is that you will use this one to multiply this. Is that clear? Or if you like, you use this one to multiply this. Is that clear? So it means if I say 5 minus 3 into 4 plus what? What it means that I will use this. Look up, please. Look at this. You will use this to multiply this. Do you understand? Meaning you will pick 5 times 4 plus 5. Is that clear? Then you pick minus what? To multiply 4 plus 5. Do you understand? Now, look up. What is 5 times 4? 20. What is 5 times 5? 25. Minus 3 times plus 4, minus 12. Minus 3 times plus 5. Minus times plus is also minus. Is that also? Yeah? Minus times plus. So what is minus 3 times plus 5? Minus 15. Now, 20 plus 25. 20 plus 25. That is 45. Look at this. Debit, debit. Minus 12, minus 15. That's minus 27. Now, let us subtract this. Let us subtract this now. Hello? 45, 27. Now, you want to subtract this. Let's go. 5 minus 7 is not possible. You borrow 1 here. 15. 15 minus 7. 8. You have borrowed 1 from here. What you mean here is what? What is 3 minus 2? 1. Do you see that we get the same answer? 18, 18. Is that clear? Now, this one now will lead us to algebraic what? Expansion. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? It's an interesting topic and you just have to follow it up like that. Now, we want to go into the main business now. So, I think I can claim this now, right? I'll just leave your class work left for you there. Is that clear? I'm leaving behind the practice exercise, which those of you that are fully registered with this online schooling and coaching platform, and there's a way you send in your feedback. We'll give you, we'll communicate. Once you register, you fill out our form, we'll communicate you attend. Now, at the end of this, now, with all the preambles, For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I've given you. And then we're not going to the main topic. Then you should be able to carry out these operations. Is that clear? Example 1. Expand. If I give you y plus 1 into multiplied by y plus 3, for example. Now this one now, you cannot combine this together because they are not in the same y and 1, they are not in the same family. So we are going to use that other method I used that led to 18. Is that clear? So this one means that you pick this to multiply this. You pick y to multiply y plus 3. Then you pick plus 1 to multiply y plus 3. Is that also? You pick y to multiply this. You also pick plus 1 to multiply this. Now let's open the bracket now. What is y times y? Y is for what? Is that not so? A times A. What is that? A times A. What is that? 2 times 2. What is that? 2 raised to the power 2. Is that clear? So y times y is for what? Y times plus 3 plus 3y. We are finished with this. Is that also? We'll come back to this. Plus 1 times y. Anything multiplied by 1 is that thing. That is plus 1y. Is that also? Yes. Okay. Plus 1 times plus 3. 1 times 3. 3. 1 times 3. 3. Do you see that? Now, look at the one at the middle. They are in the same family. They have y, 1y, 1y. Is that also? That means I can combine this together. So this one cannot be combined. This one cannot be combined because they are not in the same family. Is that also? So I'll write y squared. Did you understand? Now this one that are in the same family plus 3 plus 1, that is 4. Plus 4. Then plus what? Is that clear? Now if I ask you what is the coefficient of y, look here, y squared. What is the coefficient of y and what is the coefficient of y raised to power 0? What is the coefficient of y squared? What is in front of y squared? Abi, coefficient means what comes before a something. Is that not so? Yes. Is it not 1? What is the coefficient of y? Plus 4, which is given as 4. Then what is the coefficient of y raised to power 0? You know here I told you there is a y raised to power 0 attached to it. What is the coefficient of y raised to power 0? I can also say which one is the constant. This one is also called constant. Is that clear? You may have to state the constant. Any question? Any question? Okay. I want to go to another example now. I want to go into another example. Look at this. Let's say you have to expand this. M plus 5 raised to the power 2. M plus 5 raised to the power what? 2. I've told you in our preamble that what this means is that you repeat this one how many times? So this means M plus 5 into M plus 5. Did you understand that? After this, I have just one example to give you, and that is the end of this topic. So be attentive. The meaning of this is that you repeat this one 2 times. Then you pick one to multiply the other one. Is that clear? I'm picking this to multiply this. Do you understand? So this will give me M into M plus 5. Then plus 5 into M plus 5. Did you understand that? Did you see that? Now, what is m times n? M squared. M squared. M raised to the power 2. What is m times plus 5? Plus 5m. We are done with this. We come back to this list. What is plus 5 times n? Plus 5m. Is that also? Then what is plus 5 times 5? 5 times 5? 25. Again, look at the one at the middle. They are in the same family, the same basic form. They are similar. This one is not similar with this. Is that also? So you write this one, m squared. Look here. Look here. This one that are in the same family, plus 5, what is that? 10m. Then this one is on its own, 25. Are you ready for my last example? Or 2 examples? Can I clean this? Can I clean this? Okay. Let's say I ask you to expand this. 3x minus 5 into x plus 7. 3x minus 5 into what? Hey, look up. You know, I told you that you can use this one to multiply this, Abi. You can also use this one to multiply this. It depends. I can take this to multiply this. Do you understand? So if I do that, I will pick what? X into 3x minus 5. I will pick what again? Plus what? Into 3x minus 5. So it can go, it depends on you. Is that clear? You will still get the same answer. The person that multiplied this with this will still get the same answer with you that multiplied this with this. Is that clear? Now, look at this one. What is x times 3x? 3x squared. You know, don't forget that this one, there's a 1 there. 1 times 3 is 3. X times x. Is that clear? What is x times minus 5? Minus 5x. What is plus 7 times 3x? 7 times 3 is 21x. Okay? 7 times 3x, 21x. Now, what is 7 times minus 5? Minus 35. Now, look here. This is where I'm going. Look at the one at the middle. Are they in the same family? Yes or no? Yes. They have 1x. Is that also? These ones are not in the same family. Is that also? So you just write this one. This is 3x what? 3x what? Okay. Now let's look at the one that is the family. One is debit, one is credit. Is that also? Between credit and debit, which one is greater? What sign is in front of credit? You put plus. You now take away 5 from 21. That will be 21 minus 5. Is that clear? That will give you 16x. Is that clear? Yes. That means the whole lot of this one now is just 16x. Then this one is on its own. Minus what? Minus what? 35. Minus 35. If I ask you, what is the coefficient of x squared? Who can tell me? What is the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x raised to power 0? Now this one, what is the coefficient of x squared here? 3. What is the coefficient of x here? 16. What is the coefficient of x raised to power 0? Here, there is x raised to power 0 there. Is that also? What is the coefficient? Minus 35. Well, with this, we have come to the end of this topic. Algebraic what? Expansion. Part what? Part 1. So in part 2, we shall go to the advanced aspect for your level. There's an advanced aspect of algebraic expansion. I won't tell you what it is until we get there. So please, we encourage you to keep on subscribing, sharing, and supporting this particular online schooling and coaching program. And you have the opportunity to contact me for your registration form. You will see a banner being rolled out after this production. All the modalities, all that you need to do. You can be anywhere in the world, anywhere in the continent, in regions of the world. You get to stay registered, and either as a complimentary schooling program, a full schooling program, or competition, coaching in for various kind of examination internationally. Thank you. You have a good night. Why you always in the